It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Buffalo Bills and the Chicago Bears. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And off we go from Soldier Field. Fielded right around the 8. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Starting on the ground with Herbert. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5 now. Fields eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
What a savvy read by the running back. He saw his quarterback was out of the pocket in a little bit of trouble. He just broke off his route and took off deep downfield. Thought for a second there they had him, but they were unable to connect for a big play.
They'll set up the screen to Herbert, and he is going to lose yardage here. 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Rolling to his right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Fields buying time to his left. This is caught inside the 15. A huge play there for Chicago.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
They'll run with Montgomery. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Fields sliding out of the pocket. And a quick throw here. That's complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll run for it with Montgomery. What a stand so far defensively. And now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. They snap it to Fields. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2, and the Bills' goal line stand is going to get him the football back. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. From the gun, it's Allen. Flushed out right. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. We're scoreless after 1. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. From his end zone on 3rd and long, Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Going deep for Diggs. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he is going to have the Bills first down on a well-designed play there. That gets him 16 to move the chains. Allen off the play fake. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Allen to throw once more. He'll get this to Devin Singletary out of the backfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't...
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the 50, here's Fields. Got an open man, it's Pringle. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Escaping the pressure right. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Velus Jones, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Bears post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued. And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, and Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the Bears are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Eluding the pressure right. His throw incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. One play action. Fields. He'll buy some time right. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down. Fields throwing again. Complete to Jones. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well. So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble. On first down, Fields. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3. Again, Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3. And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead. You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy by the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something. Being shut out right now, they could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Going deep for Diggs. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Flush to his right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. McKenzie now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. Touchdown! Cole Kmet, 28 yards. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Flushed out right. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. Coming up, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and themselves. McPherson has this one teed up, and we are underway from Cincinnati. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Right to the air is Burrow. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there, keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow to Mixon on the check down. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They'll run for the first time with Chris Evans. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Here we go. Can.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Here we go.
Now Burrow on 1st down. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bengals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. First down. Here's Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Burrow. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team, both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. On 1st and 10, it's Evans. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
I mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Ready?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Burrow, slant pass to Boyd. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. Touchdown, Bengals. Hayden Hurst, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bengals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. Forced out to his left. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Quick slant caught by Chase. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. On 2nd and inches. Burrow. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Hayden Hurst. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bengals will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guy.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
They tried to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Throwing again on second down. Burrow steps away to his left. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Credit the sack to the safety, Jesse Bates.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. They give him a gain of 38.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Burrow will throw, sliding out of the pocket. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
3rd and goal, Burrow. And it's caught. Touchdown. Joe Mixon, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are an extra point away from evening this one up. McPherson on for the point after. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 36 yards on the play.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Over the middle, complete. It's Boyd. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now it's Burrow. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Second down and goal. Burrow dumps it off to Mixon. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. They call it a loss of a yard there. And now what we have here, a third and goal. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals! Jamar Chase on a touchdown throw from Joe Burrow. And the Bengals answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the man downfield is Chase. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And he's going to get this down near the 25. From the 25 on 2nd down. Burrow. Out to the left. He's got Sample there. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another 1st down.
Here we go. 180.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And he's going to go down. He's sacked before he can get rid of the football. And they remain down by a point. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fielded right around the 8. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough 1st downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense. Any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll run with Mixon. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they take a knee.
And how about this finish? Able to take a knee, run out the clock, and close this game out by 1 point. You talk about how many coaches we talked to? They all said the same. All I want to do is win by 1 point. That got tested in this one.
Yep, and that cliche rings true. A single penny separates this one. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati. It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Tennessee Titans and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Allen looking to throw it right at the outset. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw, it's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. 4 consecutive passes to begin this opening drive, and you can't argue with the results. They've already driven it into the red zone and a fresh set of downs here to play with.
Which means there's a lot of trust by the play caller, by the quarterback, the receivers, you name it. Everyone locked in, everyone
looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Tackle made there by Matt Milano. Henry again on 2nd down. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. Now Willis on 3rd down. He finds his man, complete. That's Phillips. And he will have a Titans 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Henry up the middle. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
On now is the Titans punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. No score after one on EA Sports. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that,
throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie, 31 yards. And the Bills post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long. Here's Willis, 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
4th down, Willis. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he is going to have the Bills first down on a well-designed play there. That gets him 16 to move the chains. Now Allen. High throw, but the catch is made. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone, first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Firing quickly is Allen. That's complete. Touchdown, Bills. Isaiah McKenzie. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bills have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
After the and that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
So after the INT, it's Allen. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. He'll get it inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to get with the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's complete, Burks. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
He gets it to Burks again. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
Well, I'm just going to go ahead and say it, partner. There's no intent here because Von Miller, former NFL Man of the Year award winner, he likes to play the game the right way. But in this case, makes a mistake and gets in just a little bit too late, and that draws the penalty.
Being chased out left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. To throw again on second down. Willis. That's caught. Left side, it's Burks. And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now he's got it. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Willis on 3rd and goal. They'll roll him out. And it's a Titans touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Titans are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Oh, this is blocked. And now the Bills have it. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to be set up with excellent field position past the 45.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. And Hilliard will elect to not return it. First and 10 now. Willis and the Titans at their 25-yard line. He'll start with a give to Henry, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They go play action with Willis. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. First and 10, Willis. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
On 3rd down, it's Willis. Open man is Burks, and he's got him. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 18. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 12 more yards there and another first down. Back to throw, Willis. Flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Malik Willis. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Titans are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Willis will try and throw for this. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that is caught. It's Davis. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And the Titans are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run. And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they keep handing it to him. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully? To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 41 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it. And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A 1st down carry for Henry. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around with the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. all runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Again, it's Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Running from the gun with Henry. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now Willis. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Bullock's kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And that's intercepted yet again. And that could be the backbreaker. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And the Titans have just about sewn up this football game. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. On 3rd down, Henry. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his